Ta-da! Hello, everyone. DJ just popped on now, and so that's why he's there because he doesn't know he's live, or maybe he does know he's live. I don't really know. But he's still muted, so we'll let him go for the moment. Hi, everybody. It is a live program, Mental Health Matters, when I actually intended to do a live program when Mental Health Matters. For those of you who are here all the time, Mark and Mike and Hillbilly and my favorite Krabby Turtle, Pink Hand Waving, G Webs and DJ. The last 3 weeks have been a little bit odd, but if you believe and have faith, you know it happened for a reason. So when I was at Tony's event 3 weeks ago now, or 3 Saturdays ago, which is 2 weeks, but anyway, I hate number lines. They don't make sense. I thought I had Hillbilly's thing all queued up, and I didn't. So y'all got to see the arena that my son and I were in for those days. And then we have, sorry, I left the window open and it's distracting me. So, and then last week we had Hillbilly, which was pre-recorded. So it's been a bit since I actually was here on purpose. So thank you all for coming. Now, Mental Health Matters, formerly known as Suicide Prevention Saturday, but YouTube kept killing us 10 or 15 minutes in. So we changed the name. So far, so good. Keep our fingers crossed. And why are we here? Because 2 out of every 3 gun deaths we hear about are suicides. And if we truly want to save lives, we need to talk about mental health and suicide prevention, not suicide doing, suicide prevention. Yes. So, also new fun factoid, since y'all like Hillbilly and DJ and G Webs and everybody here has encouraged me to be here on YouTube. I believe we're supposed to celebrate when we get to 500 subs. So we are currently at 511. I know I know I was there, I think, when Hillbilly got to his 500. Then I was there when he got to his 1,000. I was one of those 998 ones or something like that. So that was kind of excited. So Rimfire and Hobbies, thanks for popping in. I don't think, oh, Abigail, yep, I saw you pop in. So anyway, Mental Health Matters. Why are we here? 2 out of 3 gun deaths. Remember that. Tell people, share that. People like, I didn't know that. And I do. I really do tell everybody. So pie, turkey, what else? What else was on your Thanksgiving Thanksgiving table? Yes, thank you, Mark and G-Webs. And yeah, I don't know that I would have noticed, other than y'all kind of taught me that this like 500 is a big deal. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't for all you guys popping in. I know a year ago, DJ says to me, he's like, so what do you want? I'm like, it'd be nice if when I pop on live that we're in double digits. Because starting in 2018, when I did this on Facebook, oh, Mike Ballinger, I know you're out there. I don't think I said you out loud because we've got Mark and Mike. My bad. So I said maybe we could have double digits in viewership. And right now, according to StreamYard, there are 10 of you watching. So we have made that goal as well. All right. Hit my thumbs up and all that good stuff. Holidays. What is on your table? Let's see. We got turkey. We got pie. Hopefully no one actually put their family on the table. But some family is more fun than others' family, and some family is very entertaining, and sometimes it just depends on how much alcohol there is. We actually had our first alcohol-free Thanksgiving here at the Cheney household, and nothing was really missed, so that is it. Hello, Garage Guy. Thank you for being number 11. So, prime rib. Nice, Abigail. And it's a Jamie. Jamie, we're talking about what was on your Thanksgiving table. So now, oh, where's Tara? I don't see Tara in here yet. I don't know, but Tara Smith's Kitchen, for those of you who don't know, check her out. And I lost DJ completely. Uh-oh. I just realized, I'm like, DJ, drop a link, but DJ's not here. So it's going to be one of those days, apparently. So anyway, turkey. That was our main thing. Now, Abigail, whiskey, nice. A liter of whiskey. Oh, wait, he's coming back. He's coming back. Are we having technical difficulties, DJ?
Not anymore. And did I hear my name? I was summoned, I think. But what What link is it that I can drop for you?
Oh, I was just saying because we were talking about turkey and pie and all of that, and I'm thinking dropping Tara Smith's kitchen link was what I was thinking because I know she happened to have a turkey venison was one of the latest things that she did. Since we're talking food, I figured Tara Smith's kitchen link would be a great addition to tonight's chat.
Right on. Well, I'll get on that. And I don't know if you did it or not, but I see names that I just have to say. So even if it's in duplicate, I want to welcome in tonight Garage Guy 879. JH586 is out there. So is Abigail Sorcha Finnegan. Mark Thomas, good to see you, man. Scrolling up, I see that Hillbilly Up was also in the room. Let's see, Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. Good to see you here and there and a few other places. Gun Websites is in the room. Conversation early on was kind of interesting. We got Krabby Turtle is out there early. Let's see, Mike Bellinger. All right. And I might have gotten to the top and got everybody. I think any late entries? No.
Did you
So
say
I'll pass.
Jamie and Fiona?
I thought I did.
Okay. Well, I don't know because obviously I wasn't paying attention, and that's why I need you. So there's that.
Fiona. If I missed anybody, I'll catch them on the last one. All right.
All right. Sounds good. But yeah,
Thanks,
so
Gun Website.
hold
Look at
on,
that.
hold on. Did you hear the 500? You and I have, so normally DJ and I get to talk before the show. Today is not one of those days. But yes, we hit 500. Isn't that exciting?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I hadn't kept count. Oh, congratulations. Check that out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
With more growth to come for sure, for sure. 2025 looking great already.
yeah, well, I know it's from the dog video, but I'm okay with that.
Right on. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get out the back and let you carry.
All right. So turkey pie. The reason I was talking about Tara is because she makes all sorts of crazy stuff. And like I said, I think the last thing is that was out there was the turkey venison gumbo. I think was what it was. So anyway, y'all check that out. It's super yum. Oh, G Web's got Tara Smith's Kitchen up there for us because he is also a moderator. So DJ, you're good. So yeah, I'm all excited. All right, pie. Let's see what I get. So far, I got Mark Thomas got tacos. Let's see, awesome tacos. Takeout tacos tonight and carnita tacos. Yeah, dude. But what about Thanksgiving? Whiskey is good. Normally we have whiskey sours, and we chose not to have them this year because we were trying to be conscious of one of the guests that was coming. So prime rib, yes, prime rib is awesome. How come Abigail's the only one talking food with me? So anyway, um, here's the thing: we have so much to be thankful for. Jamie, I know there must have been actually Jamie. All right, so Jamie, for those of you who don't know, JH586. I don't even necessarily care what you ate. I'm actually more curious how many people were at your Thanksgiving, because Jamie is oh, there you go, some smoked venison and pulled pork for Thanksgiving. We did two turkeys. My husband did a brine turkey, and then my mom did her normal turkey. I don't know, you stuff it, you stick it in the oven. To me, that's normal. Not that my husband's brine turkey didn't get in the oven, but yeah, I'm not the cook. I'm the baker. If you want a dessert, I will make you dessert. So, mental health matters. Food is awesome. Some of us use food as a crutch for our emotions. Those of us who are, what's that called? Emotional eaters, we know. So, Kentucky Rimfire, 8. Yeah, we actually ended up being 8. It was supposed to be 10, but we lost 2 to sickness. Abigail, 5 of you guys. Ooh, just 4. Rhode Island Christmas Eve to get my parents. Oh, so then it'll be 6 of you if I count properly. So holidays, they're fun and they can be stressful. And this is a time of year when the most amount of people die. Isn't that fun and exciting for a factoid for you for the holiday season? So suicides are up during the holiday season because the people who have lost people notice the most that they're gone. People who are already suffering from anxiety and depression are more likely to fall victim to not being able to fight any longer. So being happy, being thankful, being joyous for the holidays is spectacular. And as DJ always says, with that smile, if you don't see a smile, be a smile sort of thing. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry, I have to digress. Ready? Jamie, only 25. So for those of us like Mark, who has 3, or Abigail, who has 5, the reason I say Jamie only had 25 is because I've heard stories of I think it was Christmas, where they rented a church and there were like 250 and they were all related. So, and Jamie, by all means, you're welcome to correct me. So why am I bouncing back and forth between, oh my gosh, this is so exciting, to, oh my gosh, so many people die, is because that is the holidays. The way the year works, right? In the springtime, stuff starts growing. In the summer, it grows fully. In the fall, it harvests. And then in the winter, everything dies. And in the next few months, the most amount of people in the northern hemisphere, while it is wintertime, shall die. And then in our summer, which is the southern hemisphere's winter, that's when most of their people die. So, yeah. So Garage Guy was talking about mental hospital for nearly 8 years, and it did seem admissions were up from Thanksgiving to holiday through the new year, right? Because who here, I mean, you don't have to tell me, but it's like, if you've lost somebody and you lost them sometime this year, and this is your first holiday without them, I think the first holiday is usually the hardest. We lost my sister to a car accident in October. And I'm going to say that Christmas, the Thanksgiving, I think we were still numb, but like that first Christmas really kind of sucked. And so is it okay to be sad on Christmas when you've just lost someone? Absolutely. Do you still eat and be merry? Absolutely also. And it's not hard for us to feel like we're doing something wrong if we're having fun, because we're good at guilt. And I know the Jewish people tell me they've got a corner on guilt, and the Catholics tell me they have a corner on guilt, and the Americans and everybody has a corner on guilt, it would seem. And it's one of those things where joy and sadness must be one in the same, as far as we can't have joy without sadness, and vice versa. Life is hard, life is a challenge. So back to turkey and pies. And who here enjoyed having pie for breakfast on the day after Thanksgiving? I know that's what we do in our house. Well, no, sorry, that's what I do. So, all right. So the sadness of people are going to die. And then lost count at 70 people. They wouldn't stay still, but we had food and fun. So everybody's got a different size Thanksgiving. And it's one of those things where, there's so many posts on social media about, I'm going to drop this so I don't keep cutting off the bottom of my face every time I put a comment up. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, there's so many posts out there, right? That says, be thankful for everything. And it's hard to be thankful for everything. However, we do want to be thankful more often than we're pissed off, annoyed and mad, because there's plenty of people out there that are just mad all the time for no good reason. So Thursday morning, my daughter and I went to a church who was preparing to-go meals for shut-ins, people that are sick, people that just don't have anything, or for whatever reason, they needed help. And so Thursday morning, we're at the church, and I'm talking to some of the other girls that were volunteering. And one of the things we talked about was that whole thing where hate is a poison. And with that, because what happened was they were sitting there, and I have my back to the door. I know, don't talk to me tactical right now, but I had my back to the door, and the girls' faces just changed. They're like, oh, as teenage girls can do, right? Y'all know what this look is, especially Mark. So, and she's like, oh, I don't like that person. And you could just see everything change. I'm like, well, she doesn't care, or he doesn't care, because I had no idea who it was, dude or guy, girl, I have no idea. And I'm like, but the change in your bodies right now with the faces and all of that, I'm like, you're poisoning yourself being mad and upset. depression and anxiety are that same thing. I made the girls get up. I made them put their shoulders back. I made them take a big breath. And then I'm like, I watched their faces change as we got to do this, as we're waiting for the food to come out for us to start serving. And it's one of those things. When we are dealing with people around us who are upset, sad, depressed, anxious, can you save them all? No, none of us can save them all. Can we do what we call a pattern interrupt, which is what I did when I said, all right, girls, stand up, put your shoulders back, take a deep breath. And I'm going to throw stuff around, apparently. Just that. Or if we're talking about food, or all of a sudden someone's going to get into the whole why everything sucks. And they say, oh, by the way, what's your favorite color? And they'll stop for a moment and they'll tell you maybe. And then, oh, that's cool. What were you saying? And you'll find out that that is one of the simplest ways. And they're like, wait, weren't you listening? I'm like, oh, yes, but I'm just curious. What is your favorite color? And these sort of things, because you guys are here for lots of reasons, I think. And one of them is so that I have tools that I give to you. And then you have tools that you can share with others. And if you're Billy, or Jamie, you've got lots of friends to share it with. So that's the pattern interrupt. Hence the reason when we started, food, death and dying, food, death and dying, so that we don't get too far down and sad and upset over the amount of dead people that are going to be here over the next month or so. Or as, who did I just talk to? Garage guy, about working in a mental hospital, right? Knowing that the beds are getting filled up in the mental institutions right now. So if we can learn to do simple pattern interrupts for the friends and family that we have, that we see, when we feel so helpless and realize that, no, we can't save them all, but we can try. We can be the smile. We can be the person who gets them to focus on favorite color, food, whatever makes sense in that thing. Because when we talk to someone like Abigail and her first Yule without her mom, it's like most of us remember that first Christmas or that first holiday after our mom has left. Not disparaging to moms, but it's like missing my grandma. It's like there's something about losing that generation always seems almost worse. They're older than you are and you're older than your mom and all of that, but grandmas often were the, what do you call it? I don't know, soft and squishy. Well, my grandma was soft and squishy, my mom not so much. So when it is harder, now I'm confused. Sorry. Like, all right, DJ, I'll stop looking at things. I swear. I'm like, I got Abigail eating muffins. I got Rimfire and hobbies with pumpkin roll. And, oh, you guys are all talking. Oh, sorry. I'm a little behind when I said, who'd you have pie? Did you have pie the next morning? Pancakes and bacon. All right. New traditions. Gotta love it. Hey, Vanessa Kitty. Sorry. So you guys get it? Y'all understand what I'm saying as far as pattern interrupt? That's what I do here all day long. Because then I'll be like, oh, DJ, are you paying attention? Would you like to listen? Would you like to list everyone off again? No. DJ is dark right now, so I can't bother him. Oh, there he is. Oh, but he's still muted. All right.
Did you call my name again?
I did, but you're great. So I'm like, I wasn't sure if you were there or not. I'm like,
And here I am. And here I go.
I know, it's all good. Yeah, gun websites. 9mm shooters are mad all the time, but we know the reason. Well, I shoot 9 and 22 and 380 and 38 special and sometimes 50 caliber if I'm really up in New Hampshire, because you can't do that down here in Connecticut. And then Beltane without my little brother. Oh yeah, yeah. I still have my mom, so I don't know what that first one's gonna be like. So I don't know, but Beltane without your little brother. Yeah. Losing a younger sibling definitely sucks. And we are not awesome about the whole death thing in general. At least I don't find a lot of Americans to be really good about death and dying. It's like, we're all going to live forever. We're not going to, I learned in my 20s that people don't buy life insurance because they feel that it's admitting that they're going to die. And I'm like, no, buying life insurance is called being prepared and having someone else pay for your funeral. Because my kids turned 18 and they're getting life insurance. So, and yeah, like I said, Mark knows teenage girls are shapeshifters. It's true. Oh, all right, Jamie, that had to be rough. So, as DJ talks, sorry, I am talking about you, DJ, more than asking you to do anything. I apologize. But walkthetalkamerica.org /love. Here is one of those links we drop all the time. By all means, share that with somebody because if someone or if you're worried about someone, go there, take the thing, take the survey for whatever thing you're worried about them, PTSD, depression, anxiety, bipolar, who knows what. And then it will give you resources to help them. Because here's the other part of this. And I know I've talked about this before, but I'm going to cough. DJ, now I really do need you because I'm going to mute myself while I cough. So I'm throwing you on the stage. Oops. Ha ha ha.
Is that two pushes of the button in one? How did I get muted? Well, I'm going to bring this to screen from Mark Thomas. Says, Jamie, I had to do the same the last few years. My dad's prayer was, rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub, let's eat. I like when people will interject humor into the holidays when people's spirits are low. Uh, my gathering for this Thanksgiving was 2 people, my mother and I. And I always set that 3rd place. We sit at the same table, the same one since 1980 for every holiday celebrating with my mom. But my brother's been gone about 30 years now. And kind of I was stuck in a maudlin spot. And that's when I first started laying that placemat down for him. And it's gotten a little bit more symbolic than it is having that omnipresent. One year I stopped putting out the silverware. One year I didn't put the plate upside down on the mat. And most recently, I removed the glass that would have been at his place setting. And so now it's just the mat. And Mom and I have occasion through conversations there to mention him, perhaps, or I share an anecdote kind of thing. We try to bring smiles to ourselves, but there is that little reminder there at the table. And I don't know that I'm recommending it for everyone, but I like having that kind of reminder. I like having something that reminds me of what came before, because the future is so uncertain. And so relying on those experiences, that laughter, those memories, that is something that the holidays really need, because that stress, as people have said in the chat and people that we all know, those first years are hard. Actually, gun websites, the first days are the hardest days. Don't you worry anymore. Um, and I'm glad to see that people are having good food and having a little bit of sunshine at that table, kind of thing. And Brooks rolled us into the next morning. I guess maybe just based on what I said there, maybe roll that into the next day, and the next kind of thing, as many days as you can. And it's not something that you should fret about when you start to forget that. And a week later, you'd mark to yourself, oh man, I haven't been doing this every day. I've been deleterious in my duty, sort of thing. Just pick up where you left off. Don't get too hard on yourself. Please, everybody is their own worst critic. And if you don't if you don't treat yourself gently and allow yourself to be whatever it needs to be in the moment, you're surrounded by the people that you love and care about. They're going to be perhaps the most supportive group that you will ever have. So being open and being honest about feelings, maybe not at the dinner table or certainly not at dessert because everybody wants to think about something else, but perhaps a side conversation or the reinitiation of contact with somebody. Email addresses pass now easier than snail mail addresses. And we really are moments, just seconds away from being able to reach out and speak with someone. So I guess maybe that's part of my tradition, is to bring my traditions out to other people and make that kind of recommendation. I don't like to see people bummed at the holidays. I really don't. The tears will be shed. The memories will actually start to fade. But every holiday, you get the chance to do that kind of remembrance. And however it is that you celebrate, I hope that you celebrate in some of those ways. So that was like a 5-minute solo?
Something like that. I don't know. I stopped coughing a while ago. So there's that. Oops. All right. Yeah, this is the problem. Like I'm actually never mind. All right. So GWebs is USA being a mix of cultures. Most other countries tend to be more monoculture, so they can share death rituals awareness easier than the US, right? So we end up, there was a cartoon about the Day of the Dead for that my kids watched. I can't think of the name of it, but that was like one of those things where I'm like, oh, Day of the Dead, where in Mexico, I guess, and I don't know if it's all southern countries or not, but the idea that you put up a mantle with all of your family's pictures and you remember them, and that's how they stay well in the afterlife. And so, and they come back that one day and then go back. So that was one of the cultures I learned about. My first, I don't want to say first real Jewish funeral. I know, by the way, I get funerals and weddings mixed up all the time because they're both family gatherings. So if I say funeral and I really mean wedding, it's not that I think that they're not going to stay. It's just one of those things. But I went to my first Jewish funeral and I was surprised when you're at the graveside that the men are supposed to take a shovel full of dirt and put it on the grave because you were raised in the community, and the community would then continue to take care of you to help bury you. And then there's Abigail. Death claims us all. I don't fear it. I'll just hang it with Fenrir unless I die in battle. And for those of you who don't know the Norse legends, I would suggest you go look it up and have some fun because let's see. All right, help me out, Abigail, because I know this and I just totally spaced it. So if she goes and dies in battle, then she will go not to Ragnarok. Ragnarok's the end of the world. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about all that because I forgot it. So yeah, but learning different Norse rules, what's going to happen, that sort of stuff. There's really cool ways to look at death. I always tell people I believe in relativity because Einstein said matter is neither created nor destroyed. It just changes what it is. So even though my sister's no longer here physically, she's some molecule somewhere. Like you and I right now, we are breathing the same air that the dinosaurs breathed. So there is that. I see Vanessa Kitty's mom was the same idea as me. As soon as you were young, get life insurance because that's when it's cheap. And for G23, we hadn't said hi to you yet, but yeah. So we're 28 minutes in G23, so it is a bit longer than normal. And Mr. Hillbilly does agree with me. Grandmothers are the backbone of the family gatherings and the best food around. There is just something about the grandmother being the matriarch and looking over the 20 or 30 people that are in the living room, and that is just how it goes. So, anywho, those are all the things I star, DJ. I don't know what else has been said since I've been looking in my back stars. So, Samhain, Valhalla. Yeah, Valhalla was what I couldn't think of. Freya gets first pick. Well, that's what happens with warrior goddesses and such. All right. So anyway, sometimes we set up an empty place at the table and remember those lost. So this is one of those things where I actually learned this. I forget who taught it to me, but the idea was every time we sat down to dinner, we should have an extra place setting. And the idea was hospitality, in that if someone came, we always wanted to be able to welcome them in and have a seat ready for them as if we were waiting for them. Because how cool would that be? You just show up at your friend's house, they're having dinner, like, oh yeah, look, we got a place for you. We didn't do that for that long, but to DJ's point of just having a place for those who are not with us any longer. So I get to say grace pretty much every holiday because that's what my mother-in-law wants. So that's what I do. And mental health matters. Thanks you for popping in, showing up, and watching, and celebrating our 500 subs because that is fun and exciting. And I wasn't kidding before I told DJ it's because of the dog video, but that's okay. I am having fun when my students tell me they do watch this on a Saturday night, or they'll check it out or pick it up. And no, GT3, I'm sorry, I don't think we're really going to go for a full hour tonight because, of course, we have Hillbilly Ups program at the top of this hour for whatever time zone you are in. Thank you, sir. I am excited. I'm like, last I looked, I'm at 511. And the dog video keeps getting more subs. So I don't know. I guess I got to do dogs and dogs on the range. There we go. Well, not, yeah, carefully, safely, all of that sort of stuff as well. So enjoy the holidays. Smile. Be happy. When you are sad, it's okay to be sad. Just give yourself a time limit. Don't get stuck in the sadness. Don't get stuck in the anxiety. Most of us have everything that we want. Well, not everything we want. Dude, you missed the chat last week was a full hour, or at least 57 minutes. So go back and watch last week. So anyway, happiness, sadness. You can be sad, you can be mad, you can be angry, but give it a time limit. That's one of the Tony Robbins things. Actually, Dean Graziosi talks about it more. And what's her name? Mel Robbins. If you haven't seen her or watched her, she's also really good. She's got a podcast as well, but she's got the 5-second rule. It's like, all right, I'm mad, I'm pissed off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're good. Now, I'm not saying everyone can do that because it depends on what the situation is, but also think about that pattern interrupt. So let's say you're super mad, super upset, or you see someone who's mad or upset. By all means, ask them some random question like, hey, where did you live when you were a kid? What is your favorite color? Hey, do you like pepperoni pizza? Or wait, ready? The age-old, does pineapple belong on pizza? So anything along those lines can help someone. Are you going to fix their sadness? No. Will you break the pattern and give them a break from it? Yeah, probably. Even if all they do is get pissed off for you because they don't think you're listening to them, it will still make a difference in their lives. And all of us make an amazing impact on other people around us, and we don't know the impact we make. Like I said, I've been lucky enough. Some people have told me, but in general, I know there's way more that have not. And you are the same. You are no different. Your smile, your, hey, what's up? Or like DJ was talking about, that picking up the phone, texting, whatever it is, that person you're thinking of, like we talked about last week with DJ or Hillbilly. Oh wait, hold on. Speaking of Hillbilly, Ben Tress Marksman as a special guest tonight on Guns, Beer, and Therapy tonight. So make sure you get there. We've got an hour left. Hillbilly doesn't start that late. I don't know. After the top of the hour, a little bit. So anyway, I hope you all have a awesome week. What are you training for? What are you training for? For work on a Saturday? That seems rude, but that's okay. So, all right. A whole half hour. See what happens when I don't do an on purpose live in a whole 3 weeks? And voila, and DJ pops in because he's going to do the adios, see y'all later. Thanks for coming. Hit the thumbs up and actually call y'all out by name. Is there anything I forgot, DJ?
Yes, and I just dropped it in the chat. That is a link to Hillbilly Up's program, Guns, Beer, and Therapy this evening. And this evening we were joined by Gun Websites, The Krabby Turtle. Mark Thomas was here. Hillbilly Up. Go see his show. Mike Bellinger, thanks for being here. Abigail, Saoirse Finnegan. We got Kentucky, Rimfire and Hobbies was out there. Good to see you. Garage Guy 879, Rock JH586. How you doing, sir? Fiona, Vanessa Kitty, and G23. So I hope that everybody did have a good holiday. I hope that the days going forward to the end of the year are as smooth as possible, that your wheels are rolling well, and that there are very few speed bumps, hiccups, or, God forbid, some potholes that you have to navigate around. You can do it. You're doing it every day, one step in front of the other in pioneer style. And that is pretty much going to wrap the program tonight. So again, everybody, be safe, have fun, take care of your crew and yourself, and you always gotta rock. We're out.